Chapter 9. Now let's practice and see how we can analyze these sentences. Dort sitzt der Mann, das Bier getrunken hat. So, this is my relative clause. Now what is missing? This is a complete sentence, right? The man is the subject. Okay. Now let's look at this sentence here. There sits the man, has drunk the beer. Now which word is missing in this sentence? Alright, this is our verb, right? This is our direct object. So what's missing? The subject, right? And what's the subject? Der Mann. Okay. Now if we completed the sentence ignoring the one on the left, we would have to say, der Mann hat das Bier getrunken. This would be the original sentence. So now we know what is missing. And now we can start eliminating, right? Mann, Mann, same thing. Drop it out, move it up here. Der. Dort sitzt der Mann, der das Bier getrunken hat. Now how do we translate that? There sits the man who drank the beer. Okay, let's look at the next sentence. Dort ist die Frau, there is the woman. Ich den Kaffee bringe. Now let's analyze that sentence. There's something missing. What is missing? Ich is the subject, bringe is the verb, den Kaffee is the direct object. So what is missing here? Subject, verb, direct object, and indirect object, right? That's the missing part. So what's the indirect object of Frau? Let's start the sentence. Ich bringe den Kaffee. This is our basic sentence. And our indirect object is missing. And how did we say to the woman? Remember, there was a dative phrase. To the, die Frau changed to der in the dative case, right? So, ich bringe der Frau. That's the item that's missing in this sentence here in the relative clause. So, now we can operate. What do we have here? Die Frau, der Frau. So Frau is the same word, right? We drop it, but we leave the article and we bring it up here, der, and now we have our relative clause. Dort ist die Frau, der ich den Kaffee bringe. Now how do we translate this now? There is the woman, I bring the coffee to, right? So there is to whom I bring the coffee. There is the woman to whom I bring the coffee. And of course, the verb is at the end, conjugated verb, because relative clauses put the verb to the end. Okay, let's look at another sentence. Ich sehe den Mann, ich oft anrufe. All right, den Mann. Ich sehe den Mann, ich oft anrufe. Now, let's analyze. Ich is your subject. Anrufe is our verb. So what's missing in the sentence? Often is just a time expression. Subject, verb, direct object, right? Okay, so what's the direct object of der Mann? Der to den, remember, accusative. Now for this, for relative clauses, you really have to review all your article endings and their changes in the different cases. So let's make this a complete sentence. Yeah, so let's start with the subject. Ich rufe oft an. Alright, now we said subject verb, our direct object is missing. So since it's Mann, it becomes den Mann. Ich rufe den Mann oft an. This is our original sentence. Now we know what to put in. Mann, Mann, same noun, drop it. Bring this article up here, den, and we have our relative pronoun. And how do we translate it? I see the man whom I often call. Whom I often call. Direct object.